show you a game that has been a bit more properly revealed at the Unity's GDC Showcase event, a beautiful FPS action survival game that is being made by one single developer. In Ferocious, the player finds a mysterious tropical island hidden in fog while searching for missing journalists. The island is being colonized by hostile forces which try to gain control over it, but the island is a brutal place for humans. Also, it's hot, it's foggy and rainy, covered with steep cliffs and dark jungles, and it is inhabited by horrifying creatures. Which can be seen here are different kind of dinosaurs and other creatures, and they will be much stronger than you. There are many prehistoric and some fantastical creatures on the island, like Meganeura, dinosaurs, giant crabs, giant scorpions, sharks, and etc. While the island is terrifying, it's also supposed to be beautiful and fascinating, and a place that should just be left alone. To find the missing journalist, the players will have to fight both the enemies as well as the island itself. It is constantly raining on the island, making it impossible to create fire, and everything is wet and muddy. This can put a lot of strain on the player's equipment, which can cause the guns to jam if not treated properly. You can craft new things to get ahead of the island, build yourself a shelter, get weapons, and so much more. The game has a theme of man versus nature, where humans are at the bottom of the food chain and can only survive using their tools and raw violence. The game is divided into big semi-linear levels with 1 to 2 hours of gameplay each. Each level takes place at a different biome and at a specific time of day and night. The level structure is not final though, but could be something like this. The level 1 is barren coast during early noon. Level 2, deep lush jungle during high noon. Level 3, high mountains and its caves during sunset. Level 4, jungle at coast during night. And level 5, coast again during sunrise, and so on. The game uses the HDRP for rendering, and the environments have been built mainly using Quixel and some assets from the store, after carefully adapting them to the art style. All of the first-person animations, the big jungle trees, most of the creatures, and the voice acting were created by this solo developer. Here is some of the things the developer created himself for Ferocious: a completely interactive and partially destructible vegetation that will react to the player's movement, but also to anything that is happening around. You can shoot them up, make them fall with your machete to use as crafting items, and so on. He also created the water volumes the player can swim and dive in with GPU fluid simulations for surface waves. We have the vehicles the players can use to traverse levels quicker. There is the dynamic climbing for the player, which he can climb almost anything. What I love the most that he's created is the completely destructible environment and buildings, which is looking awesome from these small gameplay clips that we've had. For one developer to create detailed destruction like this while other studios struggle to is quite the spectacle. He also created a real-time ocean that will again react to everything. There's going to be customizable weapons, dynamic weather, animals that hunt and eat each other, and much more.